Okay, we are live. That's my camera here. We are live. Okay, if you're watching this back, I appreciate you watching this back. My camera here's just a little bit. That's okay. What's going on? What's going on? It's summer. Summer. We're looking at a new athletic director. We gained a player. Uh, we gained a defensive lineman who's 6'5", 290 from Ohio. That's three Ohio players in a row. He's a three-star, but he's a big dude. So Will Stein continues to get his 24th high school player. So if keeping score, we're 22nd nationally and ninth in the SEC in recruiting. Okay, so we're doing okay. 24th, not bad. And ninth, wish you were a little bit better. There, my notifications went out, and yeah, this athletic director Jay Bat, don't know anything about him. He's been everywhere. He doesn't stay in one place very long. Michigan State, Georgia Tech, Alabama, East Carolina, Maryland, James Madison. Okay, William and Mary. Okay, plenty of friends. Okay, well, hey, maybe I have no idea. There's one way to find out. Put him in the hot seat, and we'll see what he can do. But yeah. All right, Nick Saban endorses him, so I don't know what that means. Sometimes I don't know about Nick Saban. I don't know about you guys. Pardon me as I drink. What else is going on? Basketball. It's still basketball's basketball. I think we're done. We got that Ryan Hampton. We already talked about him. Number 6 player in the nation for next year. He's a shooting guard. We'll get him next year. So this year we're pretty much set. Starting 5 is pretty solid. After that, we'll have to see. It's got to be some coaching, obviously. Coaching. So yeah. But no, football. Some people are, picking us as a dark horse. Yeah. Don't know. Yeah. We'll see what that means. I don't know what that. Well, I know what that means, but we're the sexy dark horse pick. So no, I just want to jump on here and say, yeah, recruiting continues. 24 high school players. So we're building definitely our defense for sure through high school ranks. So we have more defensive players than offensive players, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if we could do that, great, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. But no, summer, there's not much going on. As we sit here on June the 14th, yeah, in about 60 days, stuff will be revving up, getting ready for the first game. So, and then we'll see. What's up, WKP? Any news from the first week the team on campus? Not really. They're just doing workouts. That's all I see. Everybody's working out. So, we'll see what happens. We got our 24th high school player last week, Jalen Mercer, defensive lineman, 6'5", 293 star from Ohio. That's 3 Ohio kids in a row to go with 4-star Dominic Black, offensive lineman, and Reed Gherkin, 3-star offensive lineman, the week before. So there you go. 24 high school players, WKRP. We're still ranked 22nd in the nation, 9th in the SEC in high school recruiting, which is not bad. We're just going to take what we can get. And, I'm sure the stars don't mean that much, and he's picking who he wants. So we will see. We will see. 9th in SEC, that's better than 10th. Is everyone 100% healthy on the basketball team? On the basketball team, I've not heard about anybody not being healthy on the basketball team. Some of these guys I'm playing. Well, that one kid, that big dude, that Capang kid from Washington, that big dude, he's hurt all the time. Like he's hurt. He's never played a full season. He's just going to be a backup, for Malachi Moreno. So it doesn't matter. But no, that guy's had injuries. And he's going to turn like 26 or 25 during the season. I mean, so yeah, other than him, I don't think there's anybody that's injury prone. So no. Trent Noah needs to hurt himself in the weight room. He needs to pull something. That's what he needs to do. If I hear Trent Noah got an injury, I'll be happy. As long as it's not a bad injury. I hope he strains his arms and his back a little bit. And then that'll make me feel better. That's a good injury. Sore back. I don't know. I say that jokingly. But no, football. Football rolls along. we're getting ready in about 60 days here, less than that. When summer camp starts up, and we get to the 1st of August here, it's gonna, we're gonna ramp up and get ready to play the first game, which Youngstown State. It's the second and third game, Alabama and Texas A&M. Yeah, those are the games we got. We have to do well in. So, and we're going to get a new AD, right? This Jay Batt dude I've never heard of, who never stays in one place very long. Michigan State. He was at Georgia Tech in 2022, Alabama in 2017, 2013, East Carolina. So this dude doesn't stay anywhere very long. So is he good? I don't know, man. Could get another year if his hangs in there till May. Well, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. You know, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, basketball. Our starting five's solid. It's going to be coaching. It's going to be coaching and the bench. And can you develop the bench? And we'll see. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out when we get there. We'll be preseason, whatever, 15th. I think I saw we're 15th. So still plenty of teams ahead of us. So we just need to play hard. I just want to see us play hard and coach better coaching. So, but no, we should be fine. We should be fine. So basketball will be exciting this year. So, and then of course football. So yeah, everybody should be excited about two sports. And of course football will start picking up. I jumped on here. I just want to jump on here for a little bit and see if anybody wanted to get on and talk football. I understand it's summertime. People are outside. I probably didn't want to come on until it got dark. It ain't even dark. So nobody's sitting inside on their computer thinking about football. I don't think there are. There's 8 people I'm looking in here. So there's 8 of us that are thinking about football, I think. So how we'll see. But no, 24 high school players, as I've said. Not bad. A lot of 4 stars. Several 4 stars. So hey, that's what we need, right? More 4 stars. I don't know what the high 3-star, 4-star. As long as he's getting whoever he wants, yeah. Probably need a couple more offensive linemen, but we'll see. Of course, we lost the one defensive lineman who lost his life. I still don't know what happened in that one. So, yeah. But our defense, I'll tell you right now, they're talking about our defense. Gadsden's NFL scouts are already looking at Tavian Gadsden. So, and Lance Hurd. That's the 2 players that the NFL scouts are already talking about. So, an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, we're going to see what develops here. But yeah, I like our defensive line. I like our defensive line. Nick Smith was the freshman we lost, who never played, who passed away. Still don't know how he passed away, but rest in peace. So that gives us 14 defensive linemen and 19 offensive linemen in camp. So yeah, we're good. We're good. So yeah, the only thing linebackers we'll see if Sam Green's healthy. Other than that, the back ends look good. We got the punter from Murray State, so he's the Aussie punter. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Scott? What's going on, man? Good evening. Oh, Wildcat fan 606. How you doing, man? We'll be good. You think our wide receiver group will be good? I don't know. I think they'll be good. Yes. What's up, Jake? I didn't even have to look at your name. I saw your yeah, I think our wide receiver group will be good. How deep will it be? I don't know. I don't know. You got to count Willie Rodriguez as a receiver. We'll be fine. Yeah. With Willie Rodriguez, we'll be fine. Like I said, our starting 11 is good on both sides of the ball. It's the next 11. Okay. It's the backup. So, yeah, we're not seeing wide receivers. Yeah. Like I said, Shane Carr is a guy that I'm looking to be a sneaky dude. Shane Carr from Southern Utah. Yeah, everyone. What's up, guys? I'm glad everybody came. It's still sun. It's still light out there. I didn't think anybody'd want to get on here talk football on June 14th, but hey, why not? Right? We're about to get a new athletic director who I've never heard of, who never stays in one place very long. Jay Batt. from Michigan State. I mean, I don't know. He's been in Alabama, Michigan State. He didn't say very Georgia Tech, Alabama, East Carolina, Maryland. I mean, we'll see. He's been a lot of places, so he's experienced. So, yes, we're all BBN here, man. I think yes. But yes, Wildcat 606. Yeah, I think a wide receiver group will be fine. You know, Harley Gilmore. Well, if we could teach that guy to get open, that would be a chore. Yeah, he's probably going to run over the middle. He's not going to be running on the outside. I don't think. I say that. Maybe they can teach him. He's just a small dude. No, but if you look at our wide receivers, I mean, Nick Anderson, obviously, there's got to be some people who develop who haven't played. You know, the kid from they keep talking about Jaquaden Ferguson from Arkansas hadn't played. Brock Kaufman from the Louisville kid hadn't played. So yeah, we got some hadn't plays. And of course, you know, we still got DJ Miller. So Prince Gene. There's a guy, Kenny Darby. That's a freshman. We have to develop the freshman wide receivers. Kenny Darby's got to play. That's the guy that I think can be special. I work 12-hour shifts. I work 24, brother. I hear you, 6 to 6. Yeah, I do the 24s. Oh, well, thank you. You're welcome. Oh, all right. Yeah, well, hey, man, 12-hour shifts are, I'm sure that's 4 on and 3 off and 3 on and 4 off. Yeah, that's no fun. Shift work is, you know, I've been doing it 41 years. Yeah. I got 2 more to go, about 2.5 to go, and I'm going to call it a day, and I won't have to do that anymore. So, but no, you know, we're going to see what we got, guys. I mean, we've got another high school player. If you're just getting in here, if you're watching this back, I'm going to repeat myself. We picked up a defensive lineman that's 6'5", 290, third Ohio kid in a row, Jalen Mercer, a defensive lineman, 3-star, to go along with 2 offensive 4 and 3-star from last week from Ohio. So we're killing it in Ohio. Our class is ranked 22nd nationally, 9th in the SEC. So, yeah, as you can see, I was reading Texas, the state of Texas. Do you realize their economy is the 6th biggest economy in the world? In the world. Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering, and you don't think they can afford a quarterback? I mean, I'm saying that jokingly. Obviously, it's not tax money funding the Texas Longhorns, Texas A&M. But when you have the 6th biggest economy in the world, you're probably going to be able to get some people to pony up some money. But yeah, I say that because that I was reading that yesterday, and I'm like, wow, I didn't realize it was 6th biggest economy in the world. The state of Texas. We all know why, oil, right? So, well, that's part of it. But anyway, yes, we still have work to do. What's up, Derek? Yes. What's up, Derek? We're just talking some football, talking some basketball, talking about a new new athletic director. Thought I was we are in professional sports. A new athletic director. Scott, it's great to see them finally having success in recruiting in Ohio. But yeah, when Stoops was here in Big Dog, we recruited Ohio really well. So yeah, I mean, we should be able to get a player no matter where he's at. But Ohio's so close to us that your family can drive down, right? I mean, you're not that far from home. And so, yeah. We should be able to get Ohio anywhere. But yeah, we definitely got Ohio. So there you go. So we have 24 high school players. That was our 24th. So, man, a lot of defensive players. So we're building our team through the high school ranks, obviously. You know, I'm looking for good things. Summer workouts have started, so I'm sure people are lifting, getting in shape, and getting ready for summer camp. And then we'll get a depth chart. We'll find out who the backup quarterback is. We'll find out who the backup center is, because once they start putting the depth chart out, then I will write it down, because right now it's ever changing. I just know how many people we have, but yeah, we're gonna see. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna find out. Our quarterback's solid. All right, our starting quarterback is solid, guys. He can run. He's an SEC caliber quarterback, and no doubt about it. Hey, I'm excited. I don't know how many games we're gonna win. I don't know. I think the over under is still 4.5 in Vegas. I would take the 5, but they're not giving you much money on 5, so they obviously think we're gonna win 5. Yeah, and so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what you guys think. I rated the coaches. I put a little video out. If you haven't watched my video, I started in the 1970s and I ranked like the last 8 coaches, 1 through 8. Yeah, I kind of did some little homework on that. Yeah, really looking back at Jerry Claiborne and how good, Jerry Claiborne was a good coach. Frank Kersey, got caught cheating, but he was a decent coach for a while. But yeah, we had some decent coaches. Just tough place to do football. Big Mike and Loyal BBN having a meetup party in Louisville. Oh, really? On July 17th? Oh, really? Is Big Mike going to be back in the States on July 17th? I mean, wow, that's I did not know that. Wow, a meetup party. Well, that must mean he's back in the United States then. All right. I mean, if he's going to meet up, man, I bet you I got to work on the 17th. Let's see. Do I work on July 17th? Oh, let's see. God, I work. It's a Friday. Should have known. Well, hell, I would have went to that. I would have drove to Louisville just to hang out with Big Mike and them. And I am not off. Okay. Well, I'm going to miss that, but I hope they have a good time. I mean, that's good. And Big Mike is back in the States. I'm sure that's good. So, because he is overseas. But yeah, that's good. A meetup party. That's a good channel. If you're in here and you're not subscribed to Loyal BBN Fan Show, subscribe to Loyal BBN Fan Show. It is growing. So, yes, they have a good crew. They have 4 solid people. And the call-in show is fun. So, Thursday night. I usually do it on Thursday nights, the call-in show. So, yeah, call into the show. All right, what do you guys want to talk about? Basketball. Look, basketball is pretty much set, right? I mean, we got our players. We got the guy we wanted out of the portal, and here we go. All they need to do is be coached, right? So all we need is some coaching. So this would be Mark Pope's, year. We're going to find out if what's going to happen. So I hope he does well. And, of course, nobody knows about Will Stein. Nobody knows anything because he's never coached. So we're going to find out, how good is he? I like his staff. Like I said, I like everybody he hired. So Cutter Leftwich, offensive line coach, the tight end coach that he brought from UTSA. I really like that guy so well that I cannot remember his name. Whatever his name is, I like him. When they worked together at UTSA, and you look at what they did on offense. Now, they threw the ball a little bit more because they were at UTSA. But, yeah, I like his offensive concepts. Will they work? Well, we're going to find out. And I put a short on last night for everybody. Listen, Anthony White, one of my favorite players. I did a top 10 running back, top 10 wide receiver. He's the only person that made wide receiver and running back. If you don't realize, he's like has the 11th most receiving yards in the history of our school. I think he had 1,700 receiving and 1,500 yards rushing. But I did Anthony White, his last touchdown against Tennessee, last regular season game in 1999. So I put that on. I'm a big Anthony White fan. Yeah, I mean, that dude was good. A chain mover, and that's what we need, guys. We need somebody to keep that chain moving. Anthony White wasn't the biggest, fastest dude, but by God, he could move the chain. He was elusive. He could make you miss, and he could catch a pass. So that's what we need from one of those running backs. Keep the chain moving. We need an Anthony White. So shout out to the Locker. If you're not subscribed to the Locker, that's Van Hiles and Anthony White. Way above my level. I'm just a fan. These dudes played in the NFL. They know football. Yeah, so if you're not subscribed to them, you should be. But no, Anthony White, I did that on purpose because I really like him. One of these days, I'm going to talk to him. One of these days, if I ever get real famous on this channel, I'll have Anthony White on. Mark Fox has the primary on-court responsibility for defensive preparation. Really, WKRP. Well, they should fire his ass is what they should do. Especially if we start off bad again, because that's 2 years in a row, especially last year. Yeah, he's all right. Well, Mark Fox was brought in to anchor the defensive side of the ball. Well, okay, he needs an anchor. He did a really bad job last year. That was awful. I called it the Walking Dead defense. Hopefully, he'll be better. We won't badmouth him. Maybe he just had a bad group and they didn't listen, or perhaps we will do better. Mark Fox was a head coach in Nevada and Georgia, so he knows how to coach, right? So yeah. If he is the primary on the court responsibility for defense, pick it up. Pick it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Damn. We were talking about, are there any injured basketball players? And I jokingly said, I hope Trent Noah injures something lifting weights. I hope he pulls a muscle. I hope he pulls an oblique muscle or something from lifting. That's what I want to see. I want to see, his arms, his shoulders sore. His, a pec. He tore a pec muscle. Yeah, you did because you were hitting those weights. I say that jokingly. I don't want to see anybody get injured. That's a joke. That's a joke. But I would, yeah, I want to see Pete. That's the guy. I wish. There's one player that I wish we could break out. That would be Trent Noah. He's gonna have to work so hard to get there. I just don't know if he wants to do it. It's gonna come down. Do you want to do it or not? So now I'd make him do it. I was watching The Last Dance. Maybe you guys watch Michael Jordan, The Last Dance. People don't like Michael Jordan, but man, that dude would push you. I mean, he needs to be pushed. I mean, love the roster. Got to coach him up. Yes, and I know you're talking about basketball. I think you're talking about basketball, Scott. Yes, well, football too. But yeah, in basketball, come on, man. It's all about coaching now. There's no excuse why we should come in 6th to 8th in the SEC. There's no excuse. Come on, man. No excuse why Alabama keeps kicking our ass. Stop that. Stop that shit. Come on. Let's go. Win the SEC first before we start talking about the tournament. Because now there's 96 teams in the tournament. Hell, everybody's in the tournament. So, yeah, you can't not make the tournament. I mean, you'd have to try to not make the tournament. You'd have to be like, we're going to go less than 500. I mean, love the football roster. Yes, I do too. It's solid. We got some high dollar players on the offensive side of the ball. Let's go. Let's, like I said, we're going to Youngstown State. The first game is not on television. So I have the app and I will do the game. I will do sort of a little play-by-play. I cannot show the game. Somebody will probably show the game, but they've got multiple channels. And if they get caught and they shut down one channel, it's no big deal. Whereas I can't do that. Because if they shut me down, I don't have another channel. But yes, the football roster, you should be excited, especially at quarterback. We are solid at quarterback. Yes. Some people are coming on and leaving. That's how they're probably looking at my shorts. If you're looking at the short I just put out, and I don't even know what I put out today. I forgot. I think it was Mo Williams. I have a Mo Williams short on tonight. Mo Williams, if you don't know who he is, one of the best running backs we ever had. 10 years in NFL. Yeah, I think it's showing if you're watching my short that I'm live. I think people are coming on here. Who is this guy? So if you're in here and you're new, I'm Thomas, is Kentucky Football Nation. Hey, we do at least one live every week. And during the season, we'll do more. So we'll do some of the games. We'll do watch parties for the games that I am available to do. And I think it's 8 out of 12 games I can do a watch party. So, and if we make it to a bowl game, hey, I hope we do. But yeah, so anyway, guys, I don't know about this new athletic director, Jay Batt from Michigan State, who's been at a lot of different places. I don't know anything about him except he's been a lot of places, so he should be experienced. So it sounds like he's going to be the next athletic director. I don't know what that means. He's been in Alabama, so I mean, you've been in SEC, Georgia Tech, and then he's at Michigan State. He's been in every conference, so you should know. He's been in the ACC, Big Ten, SEC. You should know what. Yeah, he should know what he's doing. Listen on WLAP. Yes, I like WLAP. Yes, listen to KSR. Shout out to KSR. AFO, what's up? I look forward to UK football more than basketball the older I get. No, I mean, I do too, because you want to see it do well. I was looking at I just ranked the coaches. I just put a video on this week. Since 1972, Frank Kersey. Here in 1977, when we were on probation, we were undefeated in the SEC. Okay, now they only played like 7 SEC games. We only lost to Baylor. We were on probation. That probably one of the best teams we ever had, and we were on probation. One at Penn State, but we got caught. Yeah, got caught cheating. And the year 1976. So in 77, we had the best teams we ever had. It wouldn't have mattered if we'd have went undefeated. But that team was good. Frank Ramsey was a good quarterback. Art Still, and yeah, I was looking back. We beat everybody in the SEC. So we were co-champions. Alabama was undefeated, but so were we. So as the older I get, I like to see us do something in football. I just don't know, A Field, that you're going to see it, man. I just don't know. I just don't think we'll ever devote the resources that we, if you really wanted to go to the playoffs, and you'd had to devote a lot of resources. I was talking about Texas, if you're just getting in here. The state of Texas has the sixth biggest economy in the world. In the world. Okay. You don't think they can find donors to get some players with the sixth biggest economy in the world? Yeah. Yeah. Trying to compete with that is hard, I feel. It is, yeah. As we keep saying, we'd have to try. I mean, we'd have to. And our fans would never put basketball down for football. I don't care. I don't care if we're undefeated. I just don't, they wouldn't do it. I mean, so I don't know. I feel sorry for for anybody that coaches here in football, but I kind of feel sorry. But Will Stein's going to do all he can, just like Mark Stoops did. He's going to do all he can. That's all he's going to do all he can. We got 24 high school players. What are we ranked? Ninth in the SEC in recruiting in high school. We're killing it in high school. We're still ranked ninth. We're still 22nd. So yeah. So look, all we can do is all we can do. You can only spend the money you have. So just gonna have to coach them up. So we'll see. We'll see. WKRP. Tennessee has money. Yeah, they do. I like Sports Talk Jay. Shout out to Sports Talk Jay. Tennessee fans, really cool. Some Tennessee fans, I don't understand them. They're I mean, so in a way, they're worse than Louisville fans. I don't understand Tennessee fans. But yeah, Sports Talk Jay is pretty cool. He gives Kentucky a fair shake, and I like him. But yeah, Tennessee's not spending. Well, they spend money on basketball, guys. Now, see, they're going for it in basketball. They know Rick Barnes is only going to coach a couple more years, and they went for it this year in basketball. They spent a lot of money on basketball. Their starting five is really good. Everybody averaged double figures. So yeah, I will say this: they're going for it in basketball. So their issue in football is quarterback. So they don't know which kid is going to start at quarterback, but it's Josh Heupel. So he was a quarterback. Their football in Texas. Yes, in Texas. Oh yeah. High school stadiums look like college stadiums. You look at I thought I was looking at a college stadium. So no, that's a high school stadium. Yeah. So it's serious in Texas, and they got the money. So you're not going to outspend them. You're not going to outspend them. So yeah. So yeah, they love their football in Texas. But yes, Tennessee has money. WKRP, yes, so we'll see what they. I think they're sort of going for it in basketball. They never been to a Final Four, which I find it hard to believe that they never been to a Final Four. But they were a couple players short the last 2 years, and they know it. They know that if they just spend a little bit more, get a couple, might do something here. So I think they're going to go for it in basketball. So in basketball, there's only 15 players. It's not like football where you got to have 100. There's only 15 players. Yeah, so they're going to go for it. So it'll be interesting to see how Tennessee does in football with a quarterback. But if it's Josh Heupel in the offense, I wouldn't worry too much about it if I was a Tennessee fan. But there's people who want to get rid of him. Georgia has loaded up, guys. I haven't talked to Randy on that F and Dogs podcast, but Georgia's loaded. I mean, they loaded up, right? They got our running back from last year. So, who's the big dude that we gave up on? Dante Dowdell went there. Yeah, they wanted a short yardage back. They gave him a pretty good amount of money. Dante Dowdell is at Georgia. So Georgia's probably picked to win. Them in Texas and LSU. We'll see. We'll see. We don't play Georgia and we don't play Texas. So that is one good thing. But we do not play Mississippi State or Arkansas or Auburn. So, yeah, we got a tough schedule. Tough schedule. Like the fifth hardest schedule in the SEC. So it's like 10th in the nation or whatever. So it doesn't matter. We got to play it. So 5 road games, 4 home games. Louisville is the other home game. So got to beat Louisville, right? I mean, measuring stick is going to be, got to beat Louisville. So Florida, that'd be a good game. John Summerall. Brad White comes back. So Brad White's a good coach. He did as much as he could with what he had. So Uh, we'll see. We got to win on the road. And there are, other than South Carolina, if you want to call South Carolina easy, and I would not, we don't have any easy road games. I mean, so, yeah. Chris Rodriguez break Benny Snell's record. I think no, I don't think he did because he was an illegal player because he lost 10 games. So, no, he did not break Benny Snell's record because he was ghost employed at the UK hospital and we had to forfeit 10 games. So, I would say no, he did not. He could have if he would, somebody was clocking him in. Now that wouldn't be anything. Now that wouldn't even be a valet. That wouldn't be anything. But no, we lost 10 games. Mark Stoops lost 10 games. He would be over 500. He'd be 82 and 80 if he wouldn't have lost those 10. Those 10 games got vacated because somebody was clocking him in. And he said, okay, yeah, so. But yeah, no, I do not think so. No, with those 10 games being vacated, he was an illegal player. He did not. I would say no, he did not break the record. So he would have. What's up, Corey? You think we flipped the Louisville baseball commit? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not following baseball, Corey. You'll have to tell me. Are we trying to flip a baseball player? I don't understand baseball. Our players leave every year. They go leave. A bunch of our players left. Then we got a kid from like Tennessee Tech or somewhere. Look, if we can flip baseball, that'd be great. But I don't think we'll ever. Look, we're never going to spend the money on baseball once again. We get into how much money we're going to spend. We're never going to spend the amount of money that some of those teams spend on baseball. It's just not going to be a priority for us. He's a wide receiver. We are recruiting. Oh, a wide receiver. Oh, Louisville. I know who you're talking about then. Yes. Are we going to flip him? Now I know who you're talking about. I don't know. He hasn't signed yet, so as long as he ain't signed yet, we got a chance to flip him. We could use a wide receiver. He'd be silly. Now if Jeff Brom gets him, keeps him or whatever. But man, in Will Stein's offense, you're a quarterback or a wide receiver or offensive lineman, you'd be silly not to come here. I mean, we'll see if we get him. And you said, oh yeah, that's right, he is a 4-star. I don't know, man. You know what? Louisville's not going to want us to get him. They're probably going to give him a lot of money. I'm going to say Louisville, out of pride, offer him more money. Now, will he still want to come here? I don't know. We'll see. I'd play for Will Stein in that offense if I was him, but man, these kids, you never know, man. These kids some of them are divas. Oh, the kid that went to Kansas, the basketball player. My good friends is a Kansas alum. Oh my God, what was the Stokes kid? He's already being a diva. He ain't even there yet. Or he's just getting there. He's already a diva. They already don't like him. So yeah, my friend's like, I don't even like this. I go, hey man, first time that kid sprains his ankle, he ain't playing. He's gonna go to the NBA. So I'm glad we did not get the Stokes kid. But yeah, as far as the Louisville kid, Corey, I hope we get him. I mean, if we don't, we got some good, Darby. We got Kenny Darby. So we'll see. Pontoski announced. No, I think the draft is in July or is it in June? It's either at the end. No, the NFL draft is the NBA draft is at the end of June. So no, he won't announce until after the draft to see where he's going to get drafted. And he's going to go then. Look, guys, there's the 50-50 shot. He's going to go to Major League Baseball. They're probably going to offer him a decent contract. He's already said if he gets offered enough money, he's elite. And of course, Will Stein said he should go to the MLB. So I think it's in July. So we'll find out in July, right? So Scott, the atmosphere Will Stein's creating. Come here. Well, Scott, it's about money. The atmosphere don't mean anything. How much you gonna pay me? That's what it's about now. It's a business. I mean, the atmosphere, they don't pay the bills. These kids are, they want money, especially the good ones. So money. I mean, it's nice. The atmosphere is nice and all, but look, man, atmosphere don't win you games. I know our media thinks it does. That everybody feels and they play the right songs. And no, that's nice. But if you get your ass kicked, it ain't gonna matter. Yeah, I mean, look, you got to pay the kids and you got to get the players, and then you can win some games. If you don't have the players and you go up against teams like Texas A&M, Alabama, LSU, you're gonna get your ass kicked. I mean, now we might do like when Hal Mummy was here, we might make it 52-35 and make it a cool game, but you're still going to lose. So Ponatoski is a top 60 baseball prospect. Well, then if he's top 60, he's gone because that's in the. Let's see, that would be how many rounds? The second, the third round. If then he's gone. I will say this: that kid's not that big, but he can throw a football. If he can throw a baseball like he can throw a football, he got some zip on the ball. Scott sounds like he wants that. Yes, Politoski wants to get. Look, man, if you got a chance to play baseball or football, which one would you choose? You ain't gonna get hit playing shortstop that much. So yeah, what's up, Ron? Right, that's why we went after Jake Nalrot because we know he's probably gone. Yeah, if he's a top 60 player, I can tell you right now, he's gone. They'll offer him somewhere. We won't be able to match that. And he ain't going to want to do it. He's going to go baseball. So we probably don't have him. But that's why we got Jake Nalrot. And Minchie's here for 2 years. So we still got time. That means we can redshirt Nalrot. And then, when Minchie, then he can move right into the starting job. So there you go. That solved that. Yeah, we're in good shape as long as we hold him, and I think we will. I don't know how much we paid him. We probably paid him a pretty good amount, and but we got to run the football. I'm just worried about our running backs. I hope our running backs are good to go. Baxter and Barnes. We'll go find out. Are they? Can they hold up for a whole season? I don't know. But the Kelsey Gerald kid we got from Florida. The running back is really good. He was a 4-star till we got him, and then he's a high 3-star. So whatever, he's good. I think I have a very short video on Kelsey Gerard, or maybe a long form video. Kid's fast. We're good at running back. It's just we'll see. We're good at running back. I think we're good at running back, and I lost my roster, so I don't know what I did with it. But we're good. Here it is. Yeah, we're good at running back. We have 3. So, what are you going to do? We have Deuce Austin. We have a couple of freshmen. Actually 3 freshmen because Jaquan Crawford. So, it's going to be Jason Patterson's show. I think Jason Patterson can get some minutes. I don't know about you guys. I didn't realize Minchie 2 years. Yes, Minchie 2 years. Well, I say 2 years. Now, if he has a good year, it'll be 1 year because he'll go to the NFL because he can run. So depending on how good of a year he has, could go to the NFL. Outside shot right now. We'll see. We won't get ahead of ourselves. Did we get 3 new recruits? Well, we got 1. The last 3 recruits we got were last week. Well, since this show, we got 2 offensive linemen and a defensive lineman. And one of the offensive linemen is a 4-star. All 3 kids are from Ohio. So in the last 7 days, we had 3 kids for a total of 24 high school players, which makes our class 22nd in the nation, 9th in the SEC. Okay, so so we're still trying to do it. What's up, Kel? Kel is here. We're getting a new athletic director. Is he any good? I have no idea. Jay Batt. He doesn't stay in one place very long. But he's been in the ACC, Georgia Tech. He's been in the Big Ten, Michigan State. He's been in Alabama. So this guy doesn't stay with, but he's been in a lot of different places. So we'll see. We didn't get a linebacker last week. No, we did not. We did not get that guy. I think there was a guy we were trying to get, and we didn't get him. Look, we missed on some players, but that's okay. We were missing on offensive linemen. We were literally like 0 for 6 there for a while. We lost 6 in a row there. Well, I say we were on their final 3 or 4 list. Look, and they might have been just using us as leverage. These kids are going to leverage everything they can. So, but no, we did not get a linebacker that I know of. I did not know. We did not. We got 2 offensive linemen and a defensive lineman. We just got who's really good. So, big dude. 6'5", 290 out of Ohio, Jalen Mercer. So, I don't care if he's a 3-star. He's a big dude. We can teach him how to play. But yes, everybody. Isn't a 4 about to sign? Well, that's the deal, Corey. Supposedly, now we've heard this story on offensive line. Supposedly, there's a linebacker and another guy. We've gotten a lot of defensive players, guys. We were building our defense in high school, which is fine with me. But yeah, there is a linebacker and another player that we're trying to get. Look, we're on the list, and we'll see. I would have thought he announced by now. So I don't know. And of course, if we don't get him, they're not going to put that on KSR. Hey, we didn't get that guy. So we'll see. Mercer kid, yeah, the Mercer kid's a big kid. I mean, you're 6'5", 290, and he looks the part. So 3-star. I don't care if he's a half of a star. Teach that kid how to play, and I'm sure like I said, I like Jay Bateman. We're going to see what he's made of, but I like him. Yeah, that's a big kid. And the offensive lineman, we got a 4-star offensive lineman, Dominic Black from Ohio last week, and so I mean we're killing it, in the high school ranks. So yeah, look, we're doing all we can, and we're still ninth, and that's okay. I don't care what the ranking is, ninth, 25th. Look, that doesn't mean anything. Get the kids you need to get to run your system. I don't care what's that star. It means something, but it doesn't mean everything. We can develop some kids. Jason Lockhart. I don't think I met you, Jason Lockhart. Some recruits we are looking good on. In football right now, I can't tell you, there's so many people. We're trying to get a linebacker right now. There's a 4-star. I think he might have signed. I got to go back and look on KSR. We're getting mostly defensive players out of high school. If you're just getting in here, Jackson Lockhart. I said Jason Jackson. Sorry, Jackson. We're looking good on a linebacker who's either a 3 or high 3 or a 4. We're getting defensive players, which is fine. Fine with me. We got some offensive linemen too. Who is the backup quarterback? That's a good question, Ronald. Nobody. I mean, there's 3 people we don't really have. That's the secret that we don't want to talk about. Okay, we don't want to talk about the backup quarterback. Brennan Ward. We have 2 other kids, one from Marshall and one from Florida Atlantic, and none of them have played. Okay, so we have 3 sophomore backup quarterbacks. Which one? We'll have to wait till the depth chart comes out because I have no idea which one of them is 2, 3, and 4. So, no, we do not have a backup quarterback. That would be the knock on wood. We don't want that to happen because there ain't anybody else that could do what Minchie can do. High 3 stars are players that tend to be 4 stars. High 3 or 4, you're looking at the same development. Little Ron, someone ever told you look like you could be Mark Stoops' cousin? I think you told me that. Maybe I am Mark Stoops' cousin. I don't know. Rankings are purely for the fans. In some, yeah, Cal, for the most part. I mean, sometimes they'll tell you this. Sometimes they'll tell the story. Sometimes they'll tell the story, but you got to coach them up. There's people that have ruined 4 stars. Ask LSU. They signed all those players last year, and they had an awful year. Barry and Brown found out. Ask Dan Key when he went to Nebraska. How much fun was that? Yeah, you can get some really good players, but if you can't develop them, does it matter? You're going to end up in the Pop-Tart Bowl. So, yeah, got to develop players. Is a quarterback whisperer. Yes, that's one thing he is, Kel. Is he a quarterback whisperer? And yes, that's why we got Minchie and Narot, is because he put 3 people. The Oregon quarterback's going to go to the NFL. So he will have put 3 people in the NFL. Not bad. Time keeping up with our signees. Yes, Corey. Every time they sign someone, go down to the end of the page on KSR, and they'll have all 24. We're up to 24. So yeah, I'm not even going to write it down, or I'm not printing it out till we're done. I have it on here. So if you go to the end, it says so and so commits to Kentucky on KSR. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, and they'll have them listed. So yeah, majority are defensive players, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's close. It's close. Not a lot of wide receivers, not a lot of running backs. We got the quarterback, so not bad. Monaco, 4 number of recruits. We're number 4 in number of recruits. Well, we are 9th in the SEC and 22nd in the nation right now, currently. So we're recruiting good, but we're still 9th in the SEC. Because why? Because we're basketball. Yeah, so, hey, it's up to the coaching staff to develop that and see what we can get, what we can do. But yeah, we probably are 4th in the number of recruits. I don't know anybody that's got more 24. We got 24. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't done the math on if we'll have room for that many people. I guess he's figuring some people are going to leave. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see who comes, who stays. And those people might all come here. At the last minute, they can be flipped. Look, everybody can be flipped. We can get somebody. They can flip Jake Narod from us. Hey, look, now there's no rules. You could get here on campus and then just leave. Uh, so yeah, hopefully we'll get everybody. We have lost one or two that flipped away, but not many so far. Parties, yeah, in 247. Yes, there has been. So you have a two swing, an axe fighting a fire. No, no, you do not. You use a saw. If you know what I'm saying. Why would you? If you have a nice rescue saw, why would you need an axe? Use the power saw. A lot easier. Now, an axe is good for some stuff, but no. And plus, yeah, I'm lucky. I get to run the scene, so I don't have to pick up a tool. Thank God I'm old. But yeah, back in the day you would. But no, power saws are a lot easier than axes. It looks cool when you carry an axe. But if you're on top of a roof and you're sawing, and you're trying to ventilate the roof, use a saw. I mean, axe is good for some stuff. There are no rules. Yes. WKRP in Cincinnati. Yes. Yeah, that was a good show. A fictitious radio station. Now they used real music, and you realize that they made them take that music out. If you watch that on reruns, there's no more '70s music. They made them replace it all. That was a good show. Yeah, good show. But Jake Narot rising in the rankings. Well, it doesn't matter, Sacred. We got him. So I mean, he's a 4-star quarterback, number 2 in the country. Indiana wanted him, and we got him. So I'm interested to see how the highly rated cornerback. Well, we'll see. We need a cornerback. Yeah, and we got a highly rated safety and a highly rated defensive lineman. Yeah. On defense, hey, we got some. How many 4-stars do we have? I'm going to light this up screen up, guys, and I'm going to be all shiny here for a second. Hang on. How many 4-stars do we have? We have a quarterback, offensive tackle, defensive lineman, safety 4-star, defensive lineman 4-star, Ivy and Lewis, wide receiver 4-star, Tristan Hughes, safety 4-star, tackle. No, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 4-stars. Okay. And one of them's a defensive lineman, one of them's a safety, 2 defensive linemen, and 2 safeties. So there you go. And other high 3-stars are all edge and quarterback. So yeah, a lot of defensive players here. Wow. Okay, let me like that for a second. And so yeah, we're good. We're good. But yeah, you got to have a cornerback in this league. You got to have somebody who can go 1-on-1 and cover somebody. Like this year, I don't know how good Sykes is and Nichols. We're gonna find out. This Sykes kid from Western Carolina, it's Western Carolina. They're saying he did well enough in spring camp that they pretty much were saying probably gonna start. So, hey, but no. So yeah, we've been in here. Wow, we've been here 48 minutes talking. We're gonna have a new I keep saying general manager, athletic director. I think yeah. So I don't know what that means. Don't know who this guy is. I just know he doesn't stay in one place very long. So, but he's been everywhere: ACC, Big Ten, SEC, Alabama. He's with Nick Saban. So he ought to know what he's doing. So, but we'll see. Evidently, he's gonna be the next guy. So. J Bat, whoever that is, I have no idea. So, but no. Well, anyway, there's 24 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. I just put a short out on Mo Williams tonight. If you don't know who Mo Williams is, one of the best running backs we ever had. I think I have a video on him when he had 299 yards from scrimmage in a game we beat South back in the 90s. Played 10 years in the NFL. I had Anthony White's last touchdown as a Wildcat last night on his short because I'm a big Anthony White fan. I have him on top 10. He's 11th in receiving in school in the school history. So I have him. I did top 10 running backs, top 10 quarterbacks. He's the only guy that's on running back and wide receiver. And I put him on both lists. Yeah, we need somebody like him. We need. I said it before. If you're just getting in here, we need a running back who can keep the chains moving. He doesn't have to be the biggest, fastest guy, run over people. Anthony White wasn't the biggest, fastest dude, but he could. He was elusive, and he could keep it. He could catch a pass and do whatever he needed to do to get a first down and keep the chain moving. That's what we need Baxter Barnes to do. Keep the chain moving. So we'll see. We paid those. I'm sure we paid them a lot of money, especially I heard Baxter. So yeah, and of course Jason Patterson. We know what he can do. So yeah, you will catch passes in this offense. You will be a decoy, and if they don't cover you, you are going to get the ball. So I do have a video on the offense, the mesh concept. I have two videos. I think I put one on just a couple weeks ago, on the mesh concept of over the middle and outside, how the offense functions, and yeah, what the running back does. And yeah, you can't cover everybody, so somebody's going to be open. So especially if they play zone, yeah, somebody's going to be open. And Minchie can always run. And Rodriguez, I'm telling you right now, Henry Rodriguez, I see he's preseason second team All SEC. That's going to be first team. If he does what he should do and do what Will Stein's done with tight ends like at Oregon, he'll be first team All SEC because he's that good. Yeah, he line him up anywhere. Anywhere, it doesn't matter, on the boundary, in a slide, it doesn't matter. He's that good, and he's a big dude, and he needs to run routes and catch the ball and go to the NFL. And if he does that, now we can be sneaky good. Now we can get, instead of 5 or 6 wins, maybe we can get 7 or 8 wins. So I'm going to say 6 if I had to bet money. There's a pathway to 6 wins. Someone keeps saying 9. Yeah, that's not. If we win 9 games, he will go. We will lose. We'll sign because they'll probably go to the NFL. If we win that, imagine we win 10 games with, yeah. I say that jokingly. Yeah. Temper your expectations because that's a hard schedule. But you never know. Anything's possible, right? This is the time to be optimistic. We haven't played yet. So, yeah. But no, and basketball, look, there's not much to say about basketball. We got the players we wanted. Mark Pope got the players he wanted. No excuse for us to be bad now. So, he's got his work cut out for him. So, we got the recruiter we wanted. We got the coaches we wanted. We got everybody we want. We gave him everything he wanted. All you got to do is coach and win. How hard is that, right? We should be back in the top 10. We should be playing Saturday, the SEC championship game in Nashville, Saturday or Sunday. Hey, no problem, right? Or he better be, because we have another year like last year. Yeah, I don't think that he will. So, but anyway, no, I just wanted to hop on here and say, look, football, we're all waiting. In about 60 days here, it's going to pick up, 45 days when they start really going at summer practice, and we get a depth chart and we find out who is the backup quarterback. Because there's 3 sophomores and none of them have really played. So somebody's going to be 2 at every position. Who's the backup center? I have no idea. Who's the, we'll see who all the backups are. So we are solid on defense. We have more depth on defense than we do on offense, except at tight end. We are loaded at tight end. So yeah, we got like 4 good tight ends. So we're good. Hey, I'm excited. I will look for stuff to put on. I'm trying to put some shorts on. I'm eventually going to run. I got some 70s stuff, 80s stuff. I forget, Jerry Claiborne in the 80s. I just put a video out ranking the last 8 football coaches from Frank Kersey in the 1970s up till now. And, doing some research. I knew Jerry Claiborne. He was pretty good. I mean, the Kersey guy he was 25-30 in the SEC. If he wouldn't have cheated, we'd have been 10-1. He'd have been undefeated in 1977. So, we've had flashes, but hard to maintain it, and especially nowadays. Yeah, now you better write the check, or you're not getting them. So we'll see. Did I go dead here? Nobody said anything. Did the screen freeze? Somebody say something. Anybody listening? Am I talking to myself? I just saw that the screen hasn't moved. Okay, well, all right. I must have lulled some of you to sleep, or my screen is frozen. No one's saying anything. Okay, I'm talking dead air. This could be dead air if you're watching this back. I don't know. Uh, why did I lose? Oh, some people, and I've been sitting here because it got stuck. Okay, it got stuck. Well, there you go. I haven't been listening to what the hell you guys been saying. But talking to it got stuck on a. Okay, it froze up on my screen. Okay, go Gators. Okay, that go. Summerall gonna have us. Summerall Octavian's here. We love Octavian. Well, Octavian's here. I'm sorry, Octavian. I've been sitting here talking to myself because the screen was not moving. It was stuck. Why is my mouse? There we go. Here we go. Did you ever have a dog firefighter? No, we had a statue. A dog firefighter? You mean like somebody that's a dog? Listen, man, if you're a firefighter, well, I say that. Back when I started, everybody was a dog. Not that way so much anymore. You were a dog or you didn't do that job. Octavian. Yeah, I'm sorry, Octavian. Damn, I probably missed him. Summerall going to have us right. Well, I hope he does. If Summerall doesn't, he will not be there long. They gave him a lot of money. A lot of money. Damn, I sit here and missed the last 25. Played for any team in the country. Yes. Yeah, I was just sitting here blabbering on it and the thing was stuck. Okay, I'm caught up now. Here we are. Okay, good. Good. All right, good. Damn. I was saying, well, damn. Am I that bad? Shit. I'm just sitting here. Nobody say anything. The screen was froze. My screen was froze. The chat screen was froze. All right, here we go. Who's on Serbian basketball kid? No, little Ron. I don't even know what the Serbian kid is. Where, a Serbian kid. I didn't know we were looking for a Serbian basketball player, but ranked the new SEC football coaches. Well, Will Stein is ranked fourth because, well, you can't really. LSU's coach, what's his name? The guy. You can't count him. Lane Kiffin. So you can't rank him. So you got to rank Will Stein fourth, right? Because he hasn't coached. So Summerall, then the dude from Auburn, and then Stein, right? I mean, I get it why they do that. Okay, because he hasn't coached a game. Okay, makes sense. The other two guys have you can't count Kiffin. So yeah, the other two guys have coached. So of course Will Stein's going to be ranked last because we don't know what he can do. But we'll see. Everybody's not going to succeed. I'm not. I don't think Summerall's that good of a coach. I mean, look, they're going to give him a lot of money, but I think he'll start. He might do okay, but we're going to find out if he can really coach. Okay, we're going to find out. I do not like him on social media. That's one thing. I cannot stand that guy. I mean, he does social media like a 16-year-old girl. He needs to, I always on social media posting shit. Man, shut up, dude. You're a football coach. You're not in high school. That's one thing that annoyed me about it. I'm glad we didn't get him, by the way. I don't care how good he is. Jake, from vacation in South Carolina. All right. I'm excited to see what Kentucky football can do. Well, we need to beat South Carolina. And if Shane Beamer doesn't have a good year, he will not be coaching there. I'm surprised they kept him, to be honest with you. And Lenore Sellers does not need to break out of his slump because he was a good quarterback 2 years ago. I don't know what happened last year. I don't know if they figured him out, but 2 years ago, it's like, man, this dude's running over people. And then last year, it's like, what happened? So I don't know what happened there. Florida Stadium renovation is like $1 billion. It probably is, Corey. Yeah, in places like Florida, you're not going to outspend Florida. Sorry, I missed you, Octavian. If you watch this back now, my screen got froze. I didn't know you were in there. We like Octavian from Florida. Yeah, Florida probably did. Like we said, Texas can spend whatever they want. Any will say Texas A&M, Texas, Oklahoma. Hey, what do you want? Yeah, we can't do that. Okay, I think we're trying to build up around the stadium. So I don't know how much you guys would hang out around the stadium. I'm not young. I just want to go in there, watch the game, and then leave. I'm not going to sit. I'm too old to sit in there, hang and party around the stadium. It will be a tax write-off for Florida. Probably will be. Yeah, probably will be. So I mean, look, if he fails, yeah. I mean, you talk about our guy failing. I could see that happening, but not John Summerall. They love him. Yeah, so don't worry. He's got everybody on the SEC network kissing his ass, so and cheering him on. So yeah, I love those good old boys on the Finebaum channels. They think it's 2010 and the South will rise again. They don't realize, no, dude. I don't know if you've been watching football, good old boys. It ain't like that anymore. Indiana just won in football. Okay, come on, man. The Big Ten's kicking our ass because you guys are stuck on Auburn. And I understand Auburn, Alabama, and Auburn hasn't had a winning season since 2021, but they're continually ranked ahead of us. How? I don't know. It's not logical. It's because you guys are fucking, stuck in your. I mean, you get set in your ways, and it'll change. And look, it's going to change. I don't know how good Golish will do at Auburn, but ranking them ahead of us, yeah, is laughable, but okay. Basic at Florida, Fort Jackson. Okay, wow, in 88. Okay, so I was in Lackland, 84. Okay, Florida's beautiful. Where was I at? Eglin Air Force Base. I think I played war at Eglin Air Force Base. Bama goes down week 2. Well, that's the hope, Kel, but I'm going to tell you this. I did a deep dive in them, and they fixed their running game and their quarter. If their quarterback's as good as he looks in spring, he's good. And the running back they got from high school was one of the top 2 or 3 running backs, and he runs over people. Like, this dude is good. He's a grown ass man who's like about 18 years old. So yeah, we'll see. Look, that dude. I mean, they fixed their running game. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out. That would be cool. We have not beat them since 1997. Hal Mummy's first year, Tim Couch. Okay, yeah, that's the last time we beat Alabama, and we've only beat them in the history since 1933, like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, so it would be nice to get them. But if we don't, there's plenty of other chances. If we don't get them, then go get Missouri on the road. Go get South Carolina, Tennessee, sneak one in Knoxville. I don't know. We're going to find out. You got to be able to call a good game. Like, if you're going to run this offense that we're going to run, we're going to find out how good of a game, game manager and calling the game is. So, not confident in their O-line. Oh, Alabama. Well, like I said, they picked up some people out of the portal. I mean, I looked at what they did, and it's like, well, they spent some money. They gave DuBose an extension. So it's Alabama, man. Iowa Station in Montgomery, Alabama. I didn't know what Alabama and Auburn was until I went there. I'm like, what the hell is this? Now, you want to talk about dislike for one another. I mean, geez. They will struggle. She's mobility. Well, we'll see, Kel. Well, we still, as long as we outscore them, everything's fine, right? All we got to do is score more points than them, right? So yeah, I mean, look, they're not going to know what we're going to call. We're not going to show anything against Youngstown State. So the one advantage we have is surprise. You don't know what we're going to call, right? I mean, now when you get to them, now you're going to call everything. And Will Stein loves misdirection plays. You could call them trick plays. I call them misdirection plays. He's going to run 2 or 3, maybe 2 or 3, misdirection plays. And if you get caught, you get caught. So, look, we're probably going to gamble on defense. So, I mean, we'll see. Determine the Alabama game. Our defense will determine every game, WKRP. I don't think scoring will not be that hard. Our defense has to stop people. We have to run the football. Have to run the football. You're not going to outscore Alabama 42-35. It's not happening. You will get a lead and run the ball. As Will Stein says, throw the score, run to win. Throw the score, run to win. He's right. You got to run. I know people, I'll keep saying it. I know we got media people that want to see a quarterback throw for 3,500 yards in high scoring. I don't care what the score is as long as we win. You got to run the game. Run the game. You got to win the game, but you got to run the football. You got to run the game. Well, whatever. You know what I meant. If we get to the quarterback. Yes, Corey. Now, their quarterback, Alabama, he's a running quarterback. He's good. He might be Minchie light. But he's got a good arm. I think he won the game in the spring game. The guy I did a video on it. Can't remember his name, but he's a running, throwing quarterback. Looks pretty good in the spring. So that doesn't mean that he will do good during the season, but we'll see. Running game will be solid. Yes, well, it better be. Yes, it better be, and our defense better be solid. Because like I said, whatever the score, and I think the lower the score, the more chance we have of winning. I think I'd rather the game be 24-20. 2017. I'll take it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if that will happen, but Alabama kicks off the season at home against East Carolina. Yeah, so they're not going to show anything, and we're not going to show anything. So we're not going to know what they're going to call, and they're not going to know what we're going to call. There you go. Right? So, like I said, their freshman running back, I cannot think of his name, but man, that dude, he's good. I watched some film on him. Damn, he run, like I said, the dude is good. He can either outrun you or run over you. To start the season. Yes, let's just start the season. What have we been in here? An hour. I'll stay in a few more minutes. Our secondary. Yes, I do too. Kel, I believe in our defensive line. I believe in our backup. I believe in the back end. We're going to run a 4-2-5. I believe in Ty Bryant as the nickel back, the star or rover, whatever you call him. And I think Humphrey Grace. Gadsden's an interior defensive lineman. But Humphrey Grace will have a chance to get some sacks in this offense. Okay. We will zone blitz. Okay. Which means sometimes the linemen will drop back in coverage and the linebackers and safeties will blitz. And so you never know where the blitz is going to come from. So we'll see. We'll see. I did one on Jay Bateman because the narrative is Jay Bateman gave up too many points at Texas A&M. And it's a false narrative. I break it down. But it's the Finebaum channel. They got to find something to bitch about, right? It's Kentucky. We can't have a good defense. Well, go back and watch my Jay Bateman video where I break down the stats. It's not always as it appears. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get in some shootouts. You're not stopping everybody, okay? So anyway, I did a video on Jay Bateman. Go back and watch it. Yeah, they led the nation in sacks. Or no, they were top 5 in sacks. They didn't lead the nation, but they were top 5. They were close. But yes, should be a great week 2 matchup. That's what everybody's going to talk about till we get there. The SEC, when they go through our schedule, that's the game they're going to talk about. That gets clicks. When somebody talks about Alabama, Kentucky, it gets clicked from Alabama and it gets clicks from us. So they're going to actually, in the Finebombers, the SEC podcast, one of them said we could get Texas A&M the next week because they wouldn't be paying attention to us. I don't know if I agree with that. Schools with football money will fall on their face this season. Debbie Carapy. I don't know. Florida, I don't know. Florida, I don't know. Well, everybody has football money. South Carolina's got to do well. I mean, that's the guy that's on the hot seat. And he's kicked our ass, Shane Beamer, other than the first year. So, Bateman will be fine. Oh, yeah, Bateman's a solid. Look, he's a solid defensive coordinator, okay? Clemson. Oh, you mean in college football? I thought you meant in the SEC. Clemson's always has the ability to fall on their face because their coaches, I don't understand that dude. He says some shit that I'm like, what are you talking about? Kind of Mark Popish when he talks. You're like, dude, what are you talking about? He just, think about what you're saying before you say it. That guy just mouths off. And, he thinks because they're at Clemson. Ain't nobody care about Clemson. People care about money. That's what they care about. So, if he thinks he can do that, Lane Kiffin. Yeah, man, Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin's a piece of shit. I'm just going to say shit. I'm going to curse. That guy's a piece of shit. That guy. Why would you even take him? Would you take a woman who was very beautiful but kept cheating on her husband and leaving him? Would you keep marrying that? Would you marry that guy? Or vice versa, that girl? No. You'd be like, hell no, I'm not marrying. What are you going to be, husband number 4? Come on. What the fuck is wrong with you guys at LSU? You don't think he won't do that to you? Money makes you do stupid shit. That's what happens. Yeah. Yeah, he's a loser. I used to think he was cute because he's funny. I thought he was funny. He was on Theo Vaughn. I thought, well, he's funny, but no, he's a piece of shit. Florida, South Carolina. Well, we got to beat Vandy. Yeah, they're all gettable. Yeah, UT. This might be one of the few years they're gettable, if you want to call that gettable. Vandy, yeah. Look, we got to win some of those games. Louisville. I mean, look, if we don't win those games, we will win 4 or 5 games. We will go 5 and 7, 4 and you know 8. So yeah, we need to get some of those. Yeah, got to get Will we? Well, we're all going to find out. I can't stand South Carolina coach Beamer. Well, I mean, Morton Stoops sort of started it, but yeah, I mean, look, is he a little punk? Yeah, he's a little punk, but he's done pretty good and he has Lenore Sellers. So, and he has who's the dude that has the YouTube channel South Carolina Jackpot? Yeah, that's my guy. I mean, I like South Carolina Jackpot. Jesus, he takes football serious, man. Yeah, it's a game, man. I'm not gonna sit on here. You ain't gonna see me drunk or crying on here. If you do, man, call it in because I'm in trouble. Yeah, I ain't drinking on here and I ain't crying. I'm gonna be lost. I'm just not gonna do it. It's a game. Okay, I get emotional, but no. Uh, No. Yes. Kiffin. I live in Louisiana. Kiffin fits this corrupt state. Well, there you go. Well, he is corrupt. Yes. Uh, you get what you pay for. If you're gonna dance with the devil, you're gonna dance with the devil, and you're gonna get burned. You play with. He's gonna get you. He's gonna give him a good year, a couple good years, and then he'll stick it to him, and they'll be like, "What happened? What happened, dumbass? Have you been paying attention?" So yeah, let him get his run out. They probably already know. Look, we're gonna get 2 or 3, 4 years out of this guy. And he's gonna leave. Yeah. So, colorful collection of coaches. Yes, they have. Yes, Jerry DiNardo was one guy. I remember they hired. Why did they hire him? We beat him, so I don't know. Yeah, they just reach for coaches. Uh, oh, the big man, Ed Orgeron. Yeah. So hey, man, LSU. I mean, hey, they won some national titles. Who's the guy that we beat? I liked him. The guy that we beat in 2007-8. I like that guy. What's up, Posse? Who coached for LSU that we beat him when they were number one? What's that guy's name? Uh, he ended up at like Kansas, and then I don't know what happened to him, but I liked him. Whatever his name was, I can't remember his name. I actually liked him. I thought he was pretty cool. Dale Brown, yeah, Dale Brown was a basketball coach, man. Dale Brown, crooked, dude, Dale Brown, yep. So he paid some players. So it happens. Yeah, he got Shaq because Shaq wanted to go to. Okay, yeah. Miles, I can't think of it. Ed Orgeron was coaching the Water Boy. I think so. I think that was him. He does look like he should be Bobby Boucher, Eddie Boucher. Maybe he was Bobby Boucher's dad, and we didn't know it. His back, yeah, they took him back. I know they took him. I take him back too. Just all you got to do is have him walk out there and wave. Like Major League, Tom Hanks. Just go out there, draw, just wave, tip your hat. Yeah, where's your yeah. Oh hell, who was the? Now that I'm stumped by who the football coach was in 2007 that won a national championship, and I can't think of his damn name. Who am I thinking about? Coach, football coach, football Miles, Les Miles, coaches. I gotta look this up. Is it Les Miles? I gotta look this up because it's bothering me. If somebody coaches. Good God, they've had a lot of. Oh, you're right about coaches. Wow, they've had Lane Kiffin, Les Miles. Yeah, Les Miles. Les Miles. I liked him. They had Nick Saban. They won, right? They did okay with Nick Saban. Les Miles, Ed Orgeron, Brad Davis, Brian Kelly, Frank Wilson. He was an interim, and Lane Kiffin. But yeah, Brian Kelly. That was a weird dude. Weird dude. Okay. What in a used car? Yep. Uh, Miles. That's right. Les Miles. Actually, he ended up to Kansas. I don't know where he went. and where he's at right now. But like when we beat them, he was really cool. Like when we beat them, he's like, "Hey man, they beat us." He didn't make excuses. He got, oh yeah, he was at Kansas. He got fired. Well, whatever. And he's not coaching. Okay, well, he deserves to retire. Les Miles. Okay, forgot about Les Miles. Okay. Um, I'm sick of the house of U of L grandmom and LSU grad wife. Oh, that would be bad, dude. That would be, man. That's like a double whammy. Posse's here, Monaco. Yikes. Ed coached the Burrow. Yeah, I mean, look, Joe Burrow was. They were good, you know. And my man Big Ed was sleeping with, students and had student girlfriends. So what, So he had a student girlfriend. Yeah, I mean, so what? Les Miles blew like 5 games before clock management. Yeah, he did. He blew our game. I'm glad he did. But, yeah, and they still won. He got one national championship. I mean, yeah, he was a good coach, but yeah, I'd be interested to see how Indiana does this year. They're coming off a national championship. Everybody's picking Ohio State. I'll be interested to see what Indiana does in football, if they can keep it going, or do they figure the coach out? Do they figure him out, or does he keep figuring them out? So we'll see. Just ran their own plays because they couldn't understand him. Probably, yeah. I would believe Joe Burrow would run his own plays. Yeah. Yeah, the coaches video I just did about our coaches. I'll tell you, there's some Hal Mummy stories in there about when Tim Cash went up from the Heisman, and they said he had a bad throwing motion. I love Hal Mummy. Hal Mummy was the best dude with personality wise we've ever had. I mean, go for it on fourth down from your own 35. I remember back in the day, I was like, and nobody did that. Nobody did what he did. Told the punter at halftime, don't warm up. We're down, by 3 touchdowns. Don't warm up. Did not punt and got the shit kicked out of us. But you know what? I got to give it up to him, Al Mummy, man. Wish he wouldn't have cheated. Why in the world would you go to the Lexington post office to send money orders to players? Come on, man. You can't drive to Elizabethtown. I mean, come on, man. Miss Hal Mummy. Come on, man. Hal. I liked Hal Mummy. Kirk Signetti knows how to build a team. Well, that's obvious, WKRP. That's not even a question. Yeah, he does not get a lot of high school players. He just goes around and gets players. Look, they spend a lot of money in basketball too. It'd be interesting to see how he does. I mean, that's going to be tough to come back and coming off a national championship. I mean, but if anybody could do it, I mean, I could give it up to that guy. That son bitch came in and was like, Google me, the best coach ever. And you're like, what? And then all of a sudden the guy's like, he did? Yep, they won. Special teams, defense, offense. He knows how to coach and build a team. That's what we're playing starters on special teams. Why? Because we have to. We can't give up field position. If they get hurt, they get hurt. But Will Stein said we're going to play starters on special teams. I agree with that. Find out a lot. We're going to find out a lot this year. But yeah, Kurt Signetti, all you can say is Google him now. It says national championship coach. So you can Google him, but he's good. Now, they put basketball down, guys, but they were bad in basketball for a long time. So when I say bad, they were subpar in basketball, and they were willing to put it down. We will never do that. That's our problem. Is we're not gonna. If Will Stein comes out of the gate busting, we'll still spend as much money on basketball as we do on football. That's just a fact. So we're always going to be at a disadvantage. Which I hate, but what are you going to do? They won't be taking. Yeah, you better not take them lightly because they'll, they beat Oregon twice and they whipped their ass that second time. So yeah, the mesh concept didn't work so well against them. So 5-on-5 is going to make Signetti approach will become the norm. Well, maybe. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if everybody starts copying him and what he did. Not taking, I'm just going to take some 3-stars, and I'm not going to get that many high school players. And I'm going to go around and get players from Ball State that are really good. And okay, and their high school class last year when they won the national championship, their class was ranked 54th 55th. 55th. I thought 55th. There's no way these guys are going to be any good. I was wrong. Yep. Just get the players you want. That the kid that's their football, their quarterback that wanted to walk on at Miami and they wouldn't let him walk on. They told him, "No, get the hell out of here." Yeah. Then he beats them in the national championship game. How's that? Yeah. You wouldn't let me on the team? Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can't write a better story than what happened in Indiana. You can't write that. I don't know if that will ever happen again, guys. I would surprise me if Florida Atlantic won the national championship in football. So yeah, I mean, I guess it could happen, but what's up, Peddler? I'm gonna stay on a few more minutes. We've been on an hour and 20 minutes. I'll stay on a few more minutes. But yeah, look, there's just no telling with money now, guys. It's all about money. Look, it's ruined sports, guys. It's no fun. I don't take it as serious anymore because it's just about money. The kids aren't coming here because it's Kentucky. Come here because they're paying them. I mean, some of them are coming because it's Will Stein and he put quarterbacks. Okay, Rod probably thought, well, this dude's put 3 guys in the NFL. I should probably go there. Okay, some of it, but most of it's guys. Lance Hurd came here because we paid him. So you just can't. And the NFL, here's another thing. The NFL, how rigged is the NFL, guys? How rigged is that sport? Now you find out all kinds of stuff about that sport that you didn't know it was rigged. Now it's all the betting lines for FanDuel are on the screen. Why are they kicking a field goal to cover the point spread? Yeah, there's another. The NFL ruined. We're gonna play in the desert in Iran because they're playing all over the world. Why? Ruining the sport. Ruining the sport. Miami had a good quarterback. Yeah, they had what's his name from Georgia. That dude didn't even go to class the last 3 years. I graduated like 4 years ago. Yeah, what was the dude who left Georgia and went there? I can't remember his name. Yeah, the dude's damn 25 years old. He ain't been in class. Can you imagine going to college for about 3 years and you go, I don't have a class. No, I'm just here. I'm just here playing football. What? No. I graduated 3 years ago. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. Well, that basketball player we have that's 25. I think he's going to turn 26. 26-year. Can you imagine a 26-year-old dude playing against a 19-year-old? I mean, damn. I mean, sports, it's just becoming, man, it's just minor league sports. I mean, at this point, a degree, ain't nobody worried about a degree. They never were worried about a degree, but they definitely ain't worried about a degree now. You think you're going to fail? You think Narot will fail a class even if he couldn't read? No, he would pass every class. I say that lovingly. Betting scandal. Yeah, I mean, look, betting scandals, listen, happen with OVC teams. Doesn't happen with Kentucky. Happens with Murray State. And now if a player can bet, look, you know how much I can have my friend go, listen, man, the over-under is for me to throw 3 touchdowns. Bet the under. I'm not throwing 3 touchdowns. I have you bet a bunch of money and we win. So, yeah, I mean, look, they're catching people that's betting on OVC games because who's betting, $500,000 on Murray State, Evansville? I think they're probably catching some people, but still. Next IU. We are the next IU, Cal. I don't think we're the next IU, brother. I'd like for it to think that, but we're never going to put basketball down. So I don't think that will happen. I hope it does. Peddler, what's the deal with Texas Tech quarterback? Look, he's like everybody else. He probably bet on the team. He was betting on he was betting. They won't do anything to him. Who's Michael Franzese? For you guys that want to see a mob guy that was in the mob, went to jail, and he's turned his life around. His name is Michael Franzese. He's on YouTube. He tells you about how the mob fixed all those games in the 70s and 80s. He says athletes are the worst gamblers because they're competitive. Okay. So you would let a guy, these athletes would be betting and they would come to him and go, listen, man, he's into us for like $200,000. And he would say, let him keep betting and get him more. Then all of a sudden now you owe him $500,000. They call you in. You don't have $500,000? Hey, no problem. We're going to take care of it. Next game, you're going to put the ball on the ground 3 times. You're going to throw 2 interceptions. He says, why do you think the New York Jets have not won a Super Bowl since 1969? He even threw them out under the bus. So athletes are the worst. They can't gamble. They're competitive. And referees, he said, referees and players, you know, I think of Roger Craig, guys. That's a guy, I knew a game was thrown. The New York Giants went to the Super Bowl in 91 when the Desert Storm was going on. So San Francisco was going for like 4 Super Bowls in a row. They had the game was over. All they had to do was run out the clock, right? They gave the ball to Roger Craig, and he fumbled. It wasn't even a good fumble, okay? Like it was a nasty looking, like, dude, did you fumble? He fumbled the ball, dude. And I'm like, wait a minute. He fumbled the ball. New York got the ball. They went to Super Bowl. They won. That was the one game where I thought, damn, did that guy fumble that ball on purpose? So I don't know. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, yeah, the scam. Look, everybody's betting. If you're a coach of a team and you could get a friend and you could set it up, you know, these over unders for points, over under, even in basketball, over under 15 points. Well, hey, just bet the under. I'm going to miss every shot. Or I'm just going to take a bunch of shots. Bet the over. I mean, and you put in the NFL, they put FanDuel on the screen and tell you, okay, now this game, the Vikings and the Bears, 6.5, -6.5 Bears. Yeah, do not bet on the NFL, man. That's one thing. And I'm decent at betting. I bet a lot. I haven't lost a lot of money. And I'm going to quit this year as the first year where I go, you know what? I'm not betting on anything anymore. But yeah, I didn't lose very much money. But yeah, how do they know that it's 6.5? And I'm not saying every game is rigged. But how do they know that? Yeah, the Vikings and the Bears going to be a 3.5 point game? I don't know, but the gas tax, everything's a scam, and taxes are a huge scam. We could talk of that. Big 12's intervened. Texas is threatening to sue. Yeah, Texas Tech will just sue. A rigged game. Warriors, Lakers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lakers. What was the game back in the 2000s? The Kings. The Kings, Lakers. Yes, that was. They called 15 fouls in the fourth quarter on Sacramento because Sacramento was about to go to the damn. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Basketball, big time. Big time. I mean, and look, it's all about the point spread, is what the guy from the Mon said. It's about the point spread. It ain't about winning or losing. Cover the point spread. So to see Disclosure Day, supposed to be one of the best movies. I don't know what Disclosure Day is, Posse. What are we disclosing in a day? Sounds like some sort of thriller. Okay. But yes, so we'll see. Look, 22 fouls. Yeah. 22 fouls. Yeah. Look, man. It's about aliens. Okay. Well, look, man. I don't know about aliens. Do they exist? I have no idea. We got a lot of cameras. It seems like somebody could interview one of them. Maybe they don't take on camera. I've seen some weird stuff in the sky, but I will say this: I've never ran into somebody. I still ain't seen Bigfoot. I'm still waiting for Bigfoot to show up. I still ain't seen him. So I don't know. I don't live near Loch Ness to see the Loch Ness monster, but I know this: I've not seen Bigfoot. Can make any subject good. Yes, he can. He's very good. That's one thing that dude's talented. Yes. Wow, we've talked about aliens and football and betting. Yeah, don't bet on sports, guys. I really am. I decided to give it up. I really have. I could win money on, some of our players getting 15 points, or, I could do some parlays. But yeah, they exist and are here. Well, I believe that, but I just don't know where they are. Like, why are they not on TV talking? Maybe they are. I don't know. What's that movie, They Live, right? From the 80s. Has everybody seen They Live? John Carpenter. Just go watch that movie. I mean, John Carpenter. Yeah, that was a movie they shut down. It was #1 for about a week or two, and all of a sudden it disappeared. You don't see it very often. They Live by John Carpenter. If you have not seen it and you're watching this back and you go, what's They Live? It had Ronnie Piper, the wrestler, in it, and Keith David. Keith David. They Live. That's the movie to go watch because yeah. So somebody knows something. Bigfoot is all over the internet. Is he? Oh yeah, Scott. Yeah, I've seen AI videos of cats and Bigfoot. And, yeah. Bigfoot. Yeah. No. Now everything's AI, dude. They can make you think anything is real now. They can put anything on TV and it looks real. I don't know if it's real. You're losing sound. Okay, is my headset going dead? No, my PC's connected. Battery high. Okay, maybe I'm not testing 1 2. My volume is maxed out. Testing 1 2. I hope so. Sorry if you're losing sound. It says my headset's fully charged. Okay, and my volume maximum. Okay. All right, man. Well, look, if you're losing sound, I'm gonna get off here. We have been on an hour and a half, guys. I enjoyed it. They Live. Yes, Debbie Carey. Watch that movie. That is one of the best. And it starts off slow. So you think, why is this movie so slow? But it picks up. Yeah. That was a good movie. Okay. Thank you, Scott. Yeah. Sorry to say. I do have an expensive headset. That's one thing is expensive. The camera's not expensive. The computer, the headset, expensive. Yeah. So anyway, hey, I'll come on next week. Nothing's gonna go on. Must be on my end. No sound. Okay. Yeah. Okay. My bad. Well, play it back. I don't know sign language. I don't know. I'll write something. Hold it up. Don't bet on sports. Read my lips. Don't bet on sports. Oh, well, you're welcome, guys. All right, guys. Well, look, have a good week. I got to go work one more shift, and I'm off for a couple of days this week. So I might come on Wednesday, Thursday. I'll probably wait till next weekend, guys. There's really nothing to put out as far as content. I'll have to start going over our games when we get to July. I'll probably start previewing the games, seeing who Florida's got, who does Vandy have, and I'll try to break it down. You know, I still have a bunch of videos in my archives, but and I'll try to do a short every day as long as I can. And I will do some basketball shorts. Yeah, most people love the shorts. I don't know why, but they do. So I will continue to put one of those on. Yes, I mean, no problem. I'll be back on. Like I said, turn on notifications. I'll be back on at least about next Sunday if nothing goes down. If we get a player or something like that, I'll come on during the week. And so, yeah, I'm sure loyal BBN will be on 2 or 3 times. And so make sure you watch those guys. And shout out to the locker with Anthony White. And no, I can't think of Styles. Can't think of driving with Styles. But anyway, yeah, I mean, there's some good there's some good small channels before I get off here. There's some good small channels out there. So yeah, Van Hiles. I couldn't think of Van Hiles. Yeah, Loyal BN. There's some good smaller channels out there. So hey, support your small channels. And whatever you do, don't watch Paul Finebaum. And don't watch the SEC network. Okay. You're not gonna get any love there. Okay. You ain't gonna get any love. So don't watch. That's my final tip to you is don't I've nicknamed the basketball players. Okay, Kel, well, you're gonna save the list. I didn't know they had a nickname. Nickname the coach. Nickname Mark Pope for me. That's what I want to see. All right, guys. Yeah. Stay off the SEC network. They don't know what the hell they're talking about.